Let me ask you something honestly. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to escape financial struggle while others, no matter how hard they work, just can't seem to break through? It's not luck, it's not connections, and it's definitely not some secret only a few people know. The truth is, every single person who has ever built real, lasting wealth, without inheriting it, without winning a lottery, followed the same roadmap, 3 distinct stages. And today I'm breaking them all down so you can follow the exact same path. First, let's get clear on what rich actually means, because too many people have the wrong picture in their heads. We're not talking about mega mansions, private islands, or flying private. That's a fantasy, and chasing it is one of the fastest ways to stay broke. When we talk about getting rich, we mean this: reaching a point where money no longer controls your decisions, where an unexpected car repair doesn't wreck your entire month, where you can support the people you love, plan for the future, and actually sleep at night without running the numbers in your head. That's real wealth. And here's the thing, it's more achievable than you think. Because every person who's built it did so by going through these 3 stages. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to see wealth building in a completely different way. If success is your goal and you're ready to level up, make sure you subscribe. Every video is crafted to move you closer to the life you deserve. Stage 1, the foundation, your mind. Stage 1 isn't about money, not directly, and that's exactly why most people skip it, and then wonder why nothing works. Before you can build wealth in the real world, you have to build it in your head first. Here's a distinction that will change everything for you. There is a massive difference between being broke and being poor. Being broke is a situation. It's temporary. It just means right now, in this moment, your bank account is low. That can change. Being poor is something else entirely. It's a mindset. It's a story you carry about what's possible for someone like you. And that story, if you believe it, becomes a cage you can never escape, no matter how many financial tips you collect. The very first move you need to make is to separate those 2 things. You might be broke right now, but that does not mean you are poor. You are someone in the process of building something. Once you've done that, the next shift is in how you see money itself. Most people were raised to think of money as a reward. You work, you get paid, you spend it on things you need and things you want. Repeat. That cycle keeps people stuck at the same level their entire lives. Wealthy people see money differently. To them, money is a tool. It's a resource. Every dollar has the potential to create more dollars if you deploy it intentionally instead of just consuming it. You don't need to be obsessed with money, but you do need to stop treating every paycheck like a finish line and start treating it like fuel. The final piece of stage 1 is your environment, and this one is often underestimated. Here's the hard truth. Your willpower is limited. Your motivation will rise and fall. But your environment shapes your behavior every single day, whether you're aware of it or not. If your workspace is chaotic, your schedule is scattered, and the people closest to you are negative, skeptical, or stuck, you are swimming upstream every single day. And most people eventually get tired and stop swimming. Clean up your environment. Build structure into your days. And yes, sometimes that means having hard conversations with people who are draining your energy instead of building you up. This stage requires 0 money. It requires a decision, and you can make that decision right now. Stage 2, the work, earning real money. Stage 2 is where most people either rise or fall. And here's what I want you to understand before we go any further. Getting rich is simple, but it is not easy. Stage 2 is why. The work required here isn't complicated, but it is slow. And in a world designed to reward instant gratification, slow is hard. Let's start with the first critical decision you'll make in this stage: choosing the right path. Not all income is created equal. If you trade hours directly for dollars, and that's the only way you get paid, your income has a ceiling. Your time is finite, and no matter how hard you work, you'll always bump up against that ceiling. What you want instead is a path with leverage, a path where the results you produce can grow bigger than the hours you put in. That might look like building a business. It might look like a career in technology, finance, engineering, or law. It might be a combination of both. The exact path is different for everyone, but the principle is the same. Find a field where your effort compounds over time, where doing great work today makes you more valuable tomorrow. Once you've chosen that path, there's only one way forward. Become exceptional at it. There are no shortcuts here, no hacks, no tricks, no viral moments that replace years of skill building. The people who end up wealthy in their chosen field are the people who kept showing up, not just when it was exciting, but on the frustrating days, the slow days, the days when they felt like quitting. You have to reach a level where what you bring to the table is genuinely hard to replace. And remember this, average workers get paid for their time. High-level professionals and entrepreneurs get paid for their outcomes. The more valuable the outcome you can produce, the more the world will pay you for it. That gap between time-based income and outcome-based income is where wealth is created. One more thing about stage 2, be willing to evolve. Industries shift, technology disrupts. What made you valuable 5 years ago might be irrelevant in 5 more. The people who stay wealthy long-term are the ones who stay curious, keep learning, and aren't afraid to reinvent themselves when the time calls for it. Stage 3, the money moves, making wealth work for you. You've done the inner work. You've built real skills and real income. Now comes the part that will determine whether all of that effort actually turns into lasting wealth. Stage 3 is about what you do with the money you earn. And this is where a lot of high earners completely blow it. The rule is simple: spend less than you earn. Always. When income goes up, lifestyle tends to follow. New car, bigger apartment, better vacations. Some of that is fine. You should enjoy the results of your hard work. But if your spending grows at the same rate as your income, you will never build wealth. You'll just have a more expensive version of the same financial stress. The goal is to widen the gap between what comes in and what goes out. That gap is the foundation of everything. The first thing you build with that gap is a financial cushion. 3 to 12 months of living expenses set aside in cash, not invested, just available. This isn't just safety money. It's freedom money. It's what lets you take a calculated risk, leave a bad situation, or seize an opportunity without panic driving your decisions. Once that's in place, you start investing consistently, long-term, diversified, and without reacting to every market swing. The stock market rewards patience above almost everything else. Think in decades, not days. Then there's property. Owning real estate isn't for everyone, but for most people, a home is one of the most reliable paths to building net worth over time. It forces savings, builds equity, and provides stability. Over time, you'll start building additional income streams. Not 5 side hustles you're burning yourself out on, but well-chosen passive or semi-passive assets that generate money while your attention is elsewhere. And finally, protect what you've built. Taxes, inflation, poor decisions, and bad advice can erode wealth faster than most people realize. Build systems, use insurance wisely, and don't let complacency undo years of discipline. Now, here's something we saved for the end. If you execute all 3 stages, you'll reach the goal: financial peace, real security, true freedom from money stress. But that doesn't have to be where the story ends. Once you have wealth, maintaining it gets easier. Growing it gets easier. Because now, instead of using money just to survive, you can use it as a tool to build a life that actually reflects your values, your purpose, and your vision. That's stage 4, and it only has one instruction: keep going. Know in the comments what all did we do right so that we can improve and keep doing that better. Don't forget to share this video with at least one person who will get some insights, because one video is enough to give people enough ideas to change their lives. I'll see you in the next video, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel.